Hi there, beautiful people. I am back. I wanted to talk about children. Children, John, children. Now, my two oldest boys, they were my good ones. I barely had any problems about them. Barely any. I mean, once in a while, a fight going on, something happened at school. But I mean, that was once in a blue moon. I mean, they were my good children. Then comes my third son. He was a handful. ADHD, I mean, he was just a typical boy. Then came my daughter. Oof. Now that was my little hellion up on 2 feet, right there. When she came up in this world, emergency C-section, New Year's Day. I had her on New Year's Day. She was due on Christmas Day, refused to come up on her due date. So she came up on New Year's Day. Emergency C-section, 10 pounds, 15 ounces. I mean, she was my little chunky monkey when she was born. Well, and I knew that she was going to be my little troublemaker. Because as soon as she was born, I remember the nurse, Sandy was her name. She said, "Oh, she's a fighter." And I said, "Why are you saying that?" She goes, "I'm trying to put her little cap on. She's got both of her fists balled up and trying to fight this nurse." I said, "Well, she needs to be a little fighter. She's got 3 older brothers." Ooh, I hexed that one real bad. She was my little hellion. From the moment she popped up in this world, she has been doing nothing but fighting everybody. Her 3 older brothers were scared of her. She fought dirty against her brothers. And I do mean dirty. She could have them crying and everything else up out of the room. And my boys would cry to me, telling me how their sister hit them. I mean, this girl was wild. At 2 years old, she's hanging on the top railing of the bunk bed and swinging back and forth like this and just kick her brothers dead in the face and have them in tears. Now, my boys, I have raised them not to hit girls. Well, that worked with the oldest 2. My third oldest son, I mean, he would just have a knockout, drag-out fight with his sister. Of course, they would both get in trouble. Instead of one getting in trouble, my daughter, my youngest son, decided that he was going to fight his sister. So they would both get in trouble. Now, my little girl, bless her heart, I shouldn't call her my little girl. She's my oldest. Well, I do call her my little girl. She's always going to be my baby. Always. I don't care how old you are, honey. I still love you, and you're my baby. Well, she's 5'1" and nothing but Southern attitude. And like my oldest son says, all us women on my mom's side of the family are passionately aggressive. We're strong believers in what we believe in, and you ain't going to change our minds up on it. It's just not going to happen. So, she's 5'1", she's nothing but attitude. Attitude. And like I said, you ain't changing her mind up on nothing. And it's not going to happen. I'm her own mama, and I can't make her change her mind up on nothing. She just not going to do it. She is hard-headed as they come. She's Capricorn. What can I say about her? And like I said, she's my New Year's Day baby. So, and she hates her birthday. Absolutely hates her birthday. I'm like, honey, why do you hate your birthday? She's like, nobody remembers my birthday. Honey, I do. That is one thing I am never going to forget. I look down at my body and I see that C-section scar. Do you think I'm ever going to forget your birthday? It ain't going to happen. So, but she was my little hellion. And I know everybody out there has got their little hellions. I know everybody does. You always have that child. Always will have that child. From the moment they're born, they will give you hell. And what's so funny, John? What's so funny? Me. Because I'm up here talking about our oldest daughter. I ain't talking bad about her. I am not talking bad about this lady. And I say lady because she is 26 years old now. And she will still give you lip to this day. Like one of her grandpas told her, honey, you will argue with a tree stump. No, I won't. Oh, yes, you will. So, like my dad would tell me, you're full of piss and vinegar. Yeah, Wonder where she got it. I don't know. Maybe she got it from her daddy. I don't know. So, I don't know why I'm trying to cover up here, acting like it's freezing. It's humid tonight, which I'm thankful for. February 7th, and it's humid. It's real humid. What are you eating? You all loud. You sound like a cow smacking on bubble gum. He's having a piece of his pecan pie. I should say he got half the damn pie there. He loves pecan pie. And our oldest daughter does too. That's the funny thing about it. Real funny. She is just like her daddy. Just like him. So. Huh? She is just like you. Just like you. She is. Just like that man. But, like I said, I think the reason why she's so... I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to put it politely. Such a handful. Is because she's so short. You tall people always want to give us little people attitude. So yeah, us short little people gotta fight. We gotta fight. Because y'all tall people always want to be picking on us little people. You know, like I said, my daughter is only 5'1". She's on the shorter side of 5'1". I'm on the taller side of 5'1". I'm almost 5'2". Almost. But with her, she's my feisty one. She is real feisty. And like she tells everybody, she was born and raised in Texas. She is not going to take it from nobody. Nobody at all. She's not going to do it. Yeah, she's got her southern manners. But you take her off and it flies right up out the window. And I am so on to her about that. Honey, that is not how you were raised. Not at all. But, you know, she's an adult. I have to, keep my mouth quiet on certain things with her. And it's real hard. Real hard. I just like, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's like she wasn't raised properly. No, 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 honey. Just because you're an adult and out here in this adult world doesn't mean that you lose your manners. You can't. You can't. Look, I'm in my 50s now. I am in my 50s now, and I still have my manners. I call my neighbor. I don't even know this man's last name, but I call him Mr. and his first name is Jim. I call him Mr. Jim. I don't know his last name, but I'd be dang if I'm going to go and just call him Jim. No, I'm calling him Mr. Jim. I have manners. Manners. I saw him at the store earlier. I'm like, oh, I see you're over here, Mr. Jim. And then when I was leaving the store, I was like, well, you have a good evening, Mr. Jim. My daughter is like I said, she's my little hellion. She has been. From the moment she was born, she was fighting. And sometimes instead of fighting, like the old saying goes, yeah, oh, like my husband just stated, my daughter, she had 3 older brothers, so she wanted to play with the Tonka trucks, the G.I. Joes. She wanted to play with stuff like that. But I thought, no, she's a girl. I'll give her a few Barbie dolls. You know what this child did with her Barbie dolls? She would whack the hair off of all her Barbie dolls, take white out, paint their faces white, and strip them naked. And every time she got into a fight with her brothers, she would use her Barbie dolls as deadly weapons. Her brothers come crying up out of the room and saying, look, Anna gave me sugar lumps. That's not funny, John. Husband thinks it's funny. So I would take all her Barbie dolls from her. That didn't work. Then she was just deadly. Anything and everything that she could use as a weapon up in a fight. Believe me, she did. She did. She was my little hellion. She was bad. But now she's fixing to have her 4th baby. And she's fixing to find out it is not easy being a mommy of 4. And it's not. She's going to be breaking up some serious fights. Because she has my granddaughter, then she had my grandson, then she had another girl, and now she's fixing to have another girl. So my poor little silly Willie, he's stuck in the middle. Yeah, he's got 2 girl cousins by his uncle, my oldest son. So he's the only boy. Only boy. He's outnumbered by all these girls. Say what? Yes, my youngest daughter, Megan. My sweet, sweet Megan. My little attitude Megan. 13 years old and just ready to move on up out of the house now. I don't know what it is about youngins nowadays and how they just think that they're so grown. So grown. But my little sweet, sweet Megan, I can tell you right now, she's going to have an attitude. And what is it with the girls? What is it with the girls up in the family, John, that they think they just have all the attitude in the world? Please explain that to me as a mom. My boys didn't give me no attitude. Well, one did. but I had to put him back up in his place real fast. And that was my youngest son. You know, granted, he's 27 years old and he'll still try to give me attitude. No, that's not happening. It's not. It's not going to happen. No. You want to give somebody attitude, give it to somebody else, but you ain't giving it to me. I carried you 40 weeks up inside my body. We shared a body. No. You're not giving me no attitude. And my daughters don't give me any attitude. They just like to throw around a lot of attitude. Let me tell you. My oldest daughter, when she was 15 months old, I used to hang out my clothes. I go out there to the clothesline. I'm pulling all the clothes off the clothesline. I'm folding everybody's clothes up. I'm putting the oldest one down to the youngest one, their clothes up on the bed and everything. And I was like, telling my oldest son, now you put your stuff away. Then I get to my second oldest son. Now you put your stuff away. My third oldest son. All of a sudden, here stands up my daughter at 15 months old, runs over there, snatches his stuff off the bed, shoves it in the drawer, threw her little hand up on her hip, and was walking up out of the room like this. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what this child was saying. My eyes got this big. I looked like a deer caught up in the headlights. I could not believe that 15-month-old baby was already swinging her little hips and got the finger in the whole head going and giving me lip when she was walking up out of the bedroom. I'm standing there going, oh, hell no. You can take your, no ma'am, you take your little butt right back up in that bedroom. And I plopped her down up on the bed. I snatched her brother's stuff up out of the drawer. I said, now you put your stuff away. Then when it came her turn, I said, now you get up and you put your stuff up in the drawer. 15 months old. Like I said, where do these girls get... Granted, she's 26 now. Okay? But where did she get this little attitude, putting her hand up on her hip, shaking her finger with her other hand, and got the whole head going, da 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 da, and her little baby talk? Where? Where did it... John, where did I go wrong? I have no idea. I have no idea. Leave a comment down below if anybody else has gone through this with one of their children. And I know darn well I am not the only mom that has gone through this with their kids. I know I'm not. I know I am not the only mom. So leave a comment down below. Or even if you're a dad and you've been through something like this with your young'un, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you have gone through with one of your children. I know every family has one of those little hellions up in there. I'm not the only one. I'm not. Leave a comment down below. You'll come back now you hear.